The name is not. So in November, um, earlier on prior to the pandemic, there was a 18-year-old boy that drowned trying to save a woman, and she was in distress. You know, he was going to work with his friend. It was all over the news. His name was. He worked in a restaurant. His name was Folajimi Olabunmi-Adewole. He was 20, if I may correct.
Yeah.
And he saw this woman. She's had a difficulty in her life, and she jumped in, and he
Yeah.
started trailing her until she was saved by the help of somebody else, but he died.
Yeah.
You
Trying to
know,
save her.
and that was last year. But November this year, now, his parents, they're asking for a post, the inquest, asking for a posthumous award of bravery
Yeah.
to be awarded to Folajimi.
Definitely.
I think it's no more, no less than he deserves.
Yeah.
But as a parent, a Nigerian parent, our children, the country has a stamp of kindness and trying to help one another.
Yeah.
What do you say to your child going out and knowing fully well that they're equipped with this mind to help someone in difficulty? What would you say to them to look out for themselves before they do this, so we don't leave the parents in this sort of situation?
Well, first of all, may he continue to rest in peace because it's been
Amen.
seven months so far.
Yeah.
And it's just tragic, man. Like he deserves that award, but it's the least. It's genuinely the least, and that just represents the kind of person he was to put himself ahead in front of someone else to save someone. And that is admirable. I don't know if many of us would do the same.
I, yeah. I think even me, I have to question myself. But this awards and this recognition, it was the Stephen Lawrence's case that really brought it to my mind. You know, we're Africans. We just came here. His mom and his parents fought for justice all the way. And with the things, the Stephen Lawrence Foundation and all those things, it can give opportunity to black kids,
Yeah.
and I hope that's what we'll, you know.
Hopefully, yeah. Like one thing I'd like to say, also referred on what you said before, like what is a Nigerian parent meant to do to their like to tell their child,
When
like
you live in the
in that
house.
when you live in the house and whatnot. I mean, clearly he was raised in an amazing way because clearly had an amazing heart.
Definitely.
But I will also speak as a healthcare professional, like when it comes to, and also for instance, I'll make an example on the plane.
Yes.
They make an announcement.
Yes.
They say if the pressure was to come down and the max fall, you put yours first
Yeah.
before you put your child's.
Yes.
Right? What does that mean? That for you to, bottom line, for you to help someone else, you have to help yourself
Yourself.
first.
Yeah.
Because if not, you can't do
Put
you help
yourself
that
in harm's
person.
way.
So I feel like what is needed here, besides of race, culture, where he's born from, I feel like everyone first of all needs to have a bit of a training, like for instance first aid training and first in Italian we say primo soccorso. Primo soccorso is like first rescue, like first arrival. So when you're the first person on the scene, what do you do? Right? I feel like the meant to be more of that. And I pray that in schools things like life skills are actually taught, like taught, not just maths, physics and stuff like that, because these kids go into the world, they don't know how to move, they don't know how
Yeah.
to act until, or either is maybe through work they were able to have a training or experience, or and experience is only you can learn from if you survive it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So being able to teach people how to handle situations of emergency, that is what I think is the key here. Like that what needs to be done, like after the word, and recognizing that yes, he did what
And love
many
that.
of us would not have done. Now is what can we do to avoid that people like
Folajimi. Yeah.
for Jimmy that have a good heart and want to help don't put themselves in a
Harm's way
harm's
for the
way to
person.
help someone else. That's what I feel like attention needs to be put on as well, because I'm the kind of person that I've been there. Like if I see someone that they passed out or something, because I know I've been first aid trained, I'll be like, okay, what can I do? And I'll think about things, and but that's because I'm lucky to have that training. But what if there's someone who has the goodwill but doesn't have that training?
He was a good swimmer.
And exactly, he's exactly that. And I would want that his sacrifice was not in vain.
Yes.
That's just all that we want. You know what I mean?
I think that's and I co-signed this posthumous award.
Yeah.
I hope the Queen
Same.
does sign it.
I hope she does. And if she doesn't, I personally endorse that. Like he's already won everything.
Yes.
Personally.
Yeah. Rest in peace, King.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Folajimi.